That I would on the low. What's up with you, ho? Bitches smoking dro, bitch you know. Bust like 44 when I spit that flow, cause we go hard like that shit. They hustle on the boulevard. Fuck your broad, bitch. I bet.
Yo guys, what's going on? It's AC here today with another Black Ops 3 video. Now today's video, I'm going to be talking about was skill-based matchmaking ever even implemented into Black Ops 3. Now guys, I'm going to give you all my opinions and the stuff that I actually have on the matter, and that includes some tweets from David Vandahar himself, and I'm just going to give you the lowdown of what actually happened. So guys, we were going to rewind to the weekend, if it is Monday, or whatever day of the week it might be for you. Let's go back to the weekend of the 17th through the 20th, around in that time. Now, really, I don't think Friday was really affected by this, and there was a little patch that came out. Now, I don't exactly know when it came out. Friday, I can't remember myself really gaming that much, but it was on Saturday morning when I woke up. Something was definitely wrong. It was actually Friday night that I could not find a lobby, and I actually got off. And Saturday morning, I woke up to it was a dead game. The game, I tried to play some Uplink. I can always find a lobby in Uplink, and I was finding 0 of 0 matches. And when I did find a match, the connection was awful. And the connection was awful in almost every game Saturday until about 3 to 4, 5, 6 p.m. And until then, the whole day, I did not really play the game, because every time I would get in a lobby, I would either get destroyed by another player, or the connection was terrible. Now, Vandahar blatantly says that he did not implement skill-based matchmaking into the game, but he did say they did tweak multiplayer. Now, there's always the possibility that they are lying and trying to cover it up, which is a very strong possibility in my opinion due to what I've seen and what I experienced. But, due to a few tweaks, they took out whatever they did, obviously, and we're back to the fun old game. But, I think personally, I respect your opinion and everything, and Vandahar himself, I honestly like the guy. I think, I don't personally know him, but what I've seen from him, I don't know, anybody can be two-faced, but Vandahar seems like a very nice person, and he's done a good job, and, I don't really know how to put this, but what I personally think is that they're lying and it's a cover-up. Now, they said they tweaked multiplayer and then they untweaked it, obviously that's 100% true. The tweak, whatever they did, is 100% gone. I can actually slay in pubs now, but let's go back to Saturday for me. Saturday around 9ish, some of the homies got on and we hopped into an Uplink game. This Uplink game, there's a couple higher prestiges on the other team, 7 and 8, nothing I can't handle. But we hopped into this lobby, the connection was fine. Now let me make that a big factor, the connection was fine, no lag at all. This was one of the only games that I haven't lagged in. So I don't know how to really say this, but when we got into the game, we just ran out like we usually do. In any Uplink game, and we usually slay out, we just push hard. This game wasn't like that. This game felt totally different. It felt like there was heavy resistance, and every time that we pushed up, we got pushed back, or we just got slayed out. Now guys, I play against pretty high prestiges sometimes, even level 100 prestige masters, and I'm doing just fine against these players. But this was different. I definitely think there was something to do with the algorithms that they use. If they weren't implementing skill-based matchmaking, there was something to do with KD and the skill involved. It was definitely there, whether it be your score per minute, KD, win-loss ratio, something. It was definitely there. Because every time I played a game, when there was no lag, I would always either go negative or just barely positive. Now, the gameplay you're seeing in the background, I go off. This is one of the games after the fact, and I ended up going 91 and 22. This was my second or third game on after the hotfix taking out these tweaks, so this leads me to believe that there really was skill-based matchmaking, because when I went from going from 20 and 20 and 33 and 30, and then some games going 26 and 40, numbers like that, stuff that's really unusual for me, myself personally. And then the first game I got on where people started realizing this has been tweaked out, the game went flawlessly. I dropped 70 kills. In the next 6 games, I dropped over 325 kills. I was getting 70 plus games like nothing. It was just insane how well I was doing after the supposed tweak. Now, honestly, after the tweak has been taken out, there has been no lag at all. And, it's connection based, what we've always loved, and that's been great. But the thing about the skill-based matchmaking was that, it based it on skill, so connection wasn't a priority. Every game that I personally hopped into was a terrible connection, except for the few that I was talking about. Every single game, there was some kid with 3-bar who was really bringing down the lobby, and I was lagging a lot. Now, a little bit more proof that I might have, if you still are thinking maybe it was just a tweak like Vaughn said, and not skill-based matching. Well, skill-based matchmaking has some more proof and validation leading up to when Nade shot, a old pro, a veteran COD player who can slay out quite nicely and go double positive almost every game. When he was tweeting about it, before it was really even recognized. It was, I think, Friday night maybe, or Saturday morning, maybe even a little further back than that, but he said something along the lines of, did Treyarch sneak in skill-based matchmaking because something was tweaked maybe, and am I doing... was something implemented, or am I just really average? I believe that was the tweet, and it was something along to that, but he said, or am I just average? Now, when a pro says something like that, and I'm still considering a pro, even though he is not currently in the pro circuit, when a semi-pro or pro says something like that, something might be up. I've seen some more tweets with Nade Shot saying about how something was definitely done, and there is a noticeable difference, and we all here in the COD community, I'm pretty sure, have noticed that. But something was definitely done, and I personally believe it was skill-based matchmaking. It's exactly what it looked like, and it's exactly what it felt like. It honestly felt like Advanced Warfare all over again, but there is the possibility that someone, brought up skill-based matchmaking, it got blown up, and, it was just a mistweak, a miscalculation. Could have been a malfunction. It could have just been a bad tweak in the algorithm. But whatever they did is gone now. So thankfully, and if they do decide to implement anything later, it can be fixed and patched up. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed our little conversation. Hopefully, this might have cleared some things out. Just got everything out there, cleaned everything up for you, and organized it a little bit. But if you didn't even know this happened, well, you didn't miss too much. It was over Saturday mainly, so that's when it happened. If you did learn something, enjoy the video in any way, shape, or form, leave a like. Hopefully you did like the gameplay in the background. I totally went off. It was an insane game. Subscribe if you're new around here, guys. I would really appreciate it. Share the video if you could. It would mean a lot for me. Check the sponsors out in the description. And that's all I have for you guys today. So, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I'm out.
Satellite drone. Approaching PONR. Finish this.
Splash.
Friendly UAV inbound. Recover that satellite drone.
Boomer down.
Satellite dropped. We have the satellite.